Hello everyone, my name is Miss Rebecca and today I will be going over how to take Cornell notes. Your teacher might show you something a little different, but overall it should look quite similar. On the left of my screen, you'll see I have my Cornell notes template. On the top, I have the title, class, and the date. For the title, you write down the title of whatever reading or passage the notes are for. You'll write down the class right here, so English, NF, or GD, and on the right, you'll write the date. It's important to write the date so that you can easily locate these notes when you are preparing for MT. On the bottom, I have three main sections. The first one is called Keywords and Questions. This is where you'll write down any words that you didn't know or that your teacher told you to write down. You'll also include the definitions, and I'll show you how to find definitions later. You'll also write down any questions you had while reading that were not directly answered in the text. When you come to class, you can ask your teacher these questions. For the main notes, this is where you'll write down any key points, important facts, and important information from the reading. You can also write down any key thoughts you had. After you're done with these two sections, you will write a summary. And your summary should be about 5 to 7 sentences long. So to demonstrate how to do the notes, I have prepared a short passage. It's called Those Three Wishes. So we're going to write the title up here. Those Three Wishes. For the class, this is for English class. So write down English. And then finally the date, 3/12/2024. All right. So I'm going to read the first paragraph. It says, no one ever said that Melinda Alice was nice. That wasn't the word used. No, she was clever, even witty. She was called, never to her face, however, Melinda Malice. Melinda Alice was clever and cruel. Her mother, when she thought about it at all, hoped Melinda would grow out of it. To her father, Melinda's very good grades mattered. All right, so here we're going to write our main character with Melinda Alice. And for short, I'm going to write M.A. And what do we know about her? We know that she is clever, she is witty, and cruel. We also know that her nickname is Melinda Malice. All right. So let's say that you don't know what the word clever means. So we'll write clever here. Let's say we don't know what witty is. And let's do one more. Let's say cruel. So one thing you can do is that you can look in your book to see if the definition is here. It looks like these three words are not, but malice is here. So for example, if we write malice, we can say a wish to hurt others or ill will. So one thing you can do is that you can go to ePoly. So this one was for week 1. I could look at the vocabulary list. So you'll see here, clever is right there. The definition is intelligent. So I'll write down, it's an adjective and it means intelligent. We're going to see if cruel and witty are here. So cruel is right here. It says knowingly causing pain to others. So I'll say knowingly causing pain to others. And finally, witty is down here as well, using words in a clever and amusing way. So I'll say adjective, using words in a clever and amusing way. Malice is a noun, right? If for some reason it's not here, you can also go to Google. So you could say define, and let's say we're looking for clever, and the definition comes up right here. So here's like a synonym, it says intelligent, or we can write down this whole definition here, but it's better to just write short, so intelligent. All right, we're going to move on. So we also know that her mother hopes she'll grow out of it. Her father only cares about her grades. So only cares about grades. All right. Let's go on. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. Let's go to this green part right here. It says Melinda Alice had left for school early. She wanted to study alone in a quiet spot she had because there was going to be a big math test. And Melinda Alice was not prepared. That A mattered, so Melinda Alice walked to school alone, planning her studies. She didn't usually notice nature much, so she nearly stepped on a beautiful snail that was making its way across the sidewalk. All right, so we know MA, so we're going to call her MA for short, left the school early to study for a math test. She saw a snail. And we'll say she almost stepped on it. Okay. So what happens in the story is that the snail offers her 3 wishes. So we're going to write snail offered 3 wishes. And for here, we can write down like which wishes that she wished for. So she asked for 1,000 wishes. She also asked to be perfectly dressed. And finally, she asked for pierced ears and gold earrings, just like that. All right. So this is obviously not the whole story, but this will give you a good idea of how to do these notes. So let's move on to the summary. Obviously, I can't write the whole summary because we did not finish the note taking for the entire story. So I will just write part of the summary. So we're going to start with the title. We say those 3 wishes, and then let's include the author, takes place while Melinda Alice, we're going to describe her. So I'm going to describe her as malicious. The malicious and cruel main character is on her way to school one morning to study for a math test. When she encountered a snail on the sidewalk, she thought about stepping on it. However, the snail offered her 3 wishes in exchange for its life. All right, so this is how you take Cornell notes. If you have any other questions, you can always ask your English teacher for help. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.